if you are heading out and about today, it feels rather comfortable. And yesterday, a little bit more comfortable to do some gardening with some slightly cooler temperatures. Didn't think I would talk about 70 degrees and early May as cool, but that is definitely the case at this point. The average high temperature for this time of year is just 66 degrees. We have not been that cold this entire month. In fact, every single day in the month of 80 has been above average, and that trend continues for the next at least few days. The record for today's day much warmer than we've been, 93, and that was set back in 1987. We also have not seen a drop of rain so far in the month of May. That deficit continuing to climb with each day, now up to 14.8 inches. By the end of the week, we'll be over 15 inches below average in rainfall. 70 was also the high in Corvallis, a little bit cooler when you head up to Portland at 69 there. The reason why it was cooler than we've been inland, even with high pressure overhead, is because we had that marine layer. It's been forming along the coast because we have had some onshore flow. And yesterday was strong enough to make its way all the way into the southern Willamette Valley. And just because we had a few hours without that sunshine in the morning, that is what dropped those temperatures. Obviously, that was not the case, at least to that degree, down in Roseburg, where high temperatures were still back into the upper 70s. And then head over to central and eastern Oregon, even warmer than the west side, made up to 83 in Redmond. Seeing those upper 70s and low 80s all the way over into eastern Oregon. Pendleton and Ontario both getting up to 85 degrees yesterday. Heading up into eastern Washington, some folks making it back into the 90s, and that did happen to be the warmest spot in the nation yesterday. Now this morning in the southern Willamette Valley, waking up to 45, a little bit of patchy fog out near the airport affecting visibility. It's not too bad though, only down to about 9 miles this morning. And that area of low pressure that we've been talking about all week down across California and Nevada, with each day, it's slowly making its way further east. And so as it does, those chances for thunder showers are continuing to diminish here across the southern part of the state, but still can't rule out an isolated thunder shower popping up across the southern Oregon Cascades today. Otherwise, the rest of us still under this influence of high pressure, and that's actually getting closer today and getting stronger. And so it's continuing to keep our skies clear, continuing to allow full sunshine and warm temperatures. And that's going to continue to be the case today and tomorrow, even into Saturday. But by Sunday, we have some changes moving in. A cold front developing right now in the central Pacific is going to move inland. It's not that strong, and it's also getting chewed up as it runs into that big ridge of high pressure. It gets stretched out and chewed up a little bit, so it doesn't have all of the energy that it would have had otherwise, but it'll be enough to bring in some clouds Sunday, a few showers Sunday afternoon and evening. And then it'll also bring in a colder air mass in behind it because that jet stream is going to take a dip down to the south for a couple days. So for the coast today, still nice and warm, low 60s, mostly cloudy. A few sun breaks inland. Just head up into the coast range a little bit and you'll see those crystal clear skies. 60 Friday, 64 Saturday. And then as we head into Mother's Day, again, a little bit of light rain and some clouds moving in. But we have yet another ridge of high pressure moving in for the middle part of next week. The Umpqua Basin, you'll be back into the low 80s, mostly sunny today. Even warmer as we head into Friday, back up to 85 degrees, 83 on Saturday, and then we'll cool it down 77 Sunday, 60s for just one day, and we're talking barely in the 60s before you get right back into the mid 70s for the middle part of next week. The Cascades will be in the upper 60s. Few isolated thunder showers are possible. Again, that would mainly be south of Crescent and Chemult and down into the southern Oregon Cascades. Central Oregon, low to mid 80s for you. You'll stay in the 80s all the way through Saturday, getting back down into the mid 60s Monday and Tuesday. And for the valley, highs will be back into the mid to upper 70s today. We saw a little bit of fog this morning, but otherwise mostly sunny this afternoon. And those high temperatures even warmer tomorrow, back into the 80s for the fourth time this month. Still almost 80 Saturday. And then as we head into Sunday, a few showers for Mother's Day. They'll be late in the day. It's not much. Then as we head into early next week, mid 60s for a couple days, and then it's right back to the 70s.
We are getting so spoiled.
Spoiled indeed, yeah.